Have you ever felt alone in a room full of people? If you have, you're not alone. This uncanny sensation of loneliness isn't unique to you or me. It's a universal feeling that everyone experiences at different junctures of life. It's a part of our shared human experience, a common thread that weaves us all together. Now, let's take a moment to glimpse through the lens of divine wisdom. The Bible, in Genesis chapter 2, verse 18 says, "It is not good for man to be alone." This message underscores that we are created for connection, for community, for companionship. Loneliness, thus, isn't a state of being but a state of feeling, a temporary visitor, not a permanent resident. It can be daunting, it can be overwhelming, but remember, it's a feeling, not a fact. We are never alone because God is always with us. God created us for companionship, not loneliness. So why do we feel alone sometimes? As we delve into this question, let's remember that loneliness is not a sign of God's absence, but a call to a deeper relationship with Him. We find evidence of this in the book of Psalms. Psalm 34:18 tells us, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." What this verse suggests is that when we feel alone, when our spirit is crushed, it's in those moments that God is near. Loneliness can feel like wandering in a desert, desperately searching for an oasis. But perhaps this desert is not a punishment, but a path leading us towards a deeper, more meaningful connection with God. It's a journey that can transform our loneliness into a profound companionship with the divine. Loneliness can be a dark place, but it's also where we find our most profound connection with God. So, how do we overcome this feeling of loneliness and find comfort in God's presence? The first step is prayer. It's in these quiet moments of solitude that we can truly connect with God. It's about having an open dialogue with Him, expressing our deepest fears, hopes, and desires. It's about asking for His guidance and trusting in His wisdom. Remember the words in Philippians 4:6. "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, present your requests to God." Finding a community within the church is another crucial step. It's not just about attending Sunday services. It's about getting involved, joining Bible study groups, volunteering in church activities. It's about forming genuine connections with fellow believers who can provide support, encouragement, and companionship. As it is written in Hebrews 10:25, "Let us not give up meeting together, as some are in the habit of doing, but encouraging one another." And then there's gratitude. It's about acknowledging all the blessings we've received, no matter how big or small. It's about seeing the beauty in everything around us, from the rising sun to the stars that twinkle at night. It's about appreciating the love and kindness of the people in our lives. As we cultivate a heart of gratitude, we begin to see God's presence in every aspect of our lives. Remember Thessalonians 5:18, "Give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus." Finally, let's reflect on the words of Matthew 28:20, "And surely I am with you always, to the very end of the age." These words are a powerful reminder that we are never alone. God is always with us, guiding us, comforting us, and loving us, in every moment, in every circumstance. So the next time you feel the pangs of loneliness, remember these steps. Pray, find community, practice gratitude, trust in God's presence. Remember, God is not a distant entity. He is always with us even when we feel alone. We've covered a lot today. Let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned. We've unearthed the truth about loneliness, seen it through God's lens, and discovered His divine solution. Remember, loneliness is not a verdict, but a feeling, a sensation that can be transformed with God's guidance. We delved deep into the significance of seeking God, a journey that brings us closer to the infinite love, acceptance, and companionship He provides. We've learned that in His presence, loneliness dissipates, replaced by a sense of belonging and purpose. We've also explored the power of community, a divine design where we find support, love, and companionship. In unity, we find strength and solidarity, a testament to God's design for us to live in fellowship. Lastly, we touched on the transformative power of gratitude. In every circumstance, there's something to be grateful for. This practice opens our hearts to see God's blessings, even in solitude. Loneliness is a feeling, not a fact. With God on our side, we are never truly alone. Seek Him, find your community, and practice gratitude. Remember, you are loved, you are valued, and you are never alone with God.